Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Nicole. If you could please subscribe to my channel, turn your notification bell on so you can get notified when I upload new content. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a positive comment. I'd appreciate it. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out Believe Beauty. If you do not know what Believe Beauty is, it is a makeup brand that Dollar General has. I did a video of a haul that I did from Dollar General. If you have not seen that, please check that out. Now, most of this stuff is going to be first impressions, and a couple of the things I've already had. I had a foundation, a highlighter, and a liquid lip. However, I'm going to be trying out a different shade of foundation today to see how I like it. If it doesn't work out, I'll just end up giving it to my daughters. And then I'm going to be trying a different shade of the liquid lip. I already have my face moisturized, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in. I have the Believe Beauty Pretty and Prime Color Correcting Primer. This is what it looks like. It is silicone-free, paraben-free, and it is not tested on animals. I'm excited to try this primer because I didn't have any more primer, so I figured this would be good. I do want to mention that some of the products I was not able to find, so I will have to use a couple of things that are not Believe Beauty, like my bronzer, brow product, and what else was it? I believe that's it, but pretty much everything else is Believe Beauty. Now, Believe Beauty is $5 and under, which is really affordable for those who need makeup, but they do not have a lot of money, which I think is nice. Now, let's see. This says, to use, apply a small amount of primer with fingers or brush to forehead, nose, chin, cheeks before makeup application. Allow to set 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, let's see. It is a green shade. That's probably too much, but we will see. Feels nice. I'm trying something different today. I'm using my front view camera on my phone. I ended up finding a couple of different things that I'm hoping will improve video quality and lighting. So I will mention that sometimes the lettering and stuff will be backwards because I am using the front facing camera. But I was going to show you a few of the things that I had found at Family Dollar. I found a selfie smartphone tripod with light. So I thought that was pretty neat. It was $5. And then I found a selfie series clip-on light. This is what the little light looks like. It has 3 different settings. I really like it so far. And then the tripod has a little light on it like this, and it also has 3 different settings. This one takes AAA batteries, and the clip-on is chargeable. It comes with a little charging cord. I will probably be using a longer cord to charge it so I don't end up losing it. But I thought that wasn't bad. I'm hoping it will help until I can get maybe a ring light or something of the sort. I'm not really sure what's going on with my actual camera. It's not wanting to focus when it's supposed to, so like I said, we're going to have to do this. The primer is dried down. It feels nice. Now we're going to go in with the Believe Beauty foundation in the shade Ivory. Let me see. I'm going to be using a sponge that I got from TJ Maxx. This is a cute little holder that it comes in. Little sponge, it's flat on one side, pointed on the other. I like the consistency of the sponge. This foundation is also Pump. I have it in the shade Nude. So I'll hold that up so you can see like the slight difference in it. I'm probably almost out of that foundation because I use it a lot. I really like this foundation, but I wanted to see if I would like this shade. Again, it is Ivory, and it's Skin Finish Foundation Medium to Full Coverage. It is 0.85 fluid ounces, which is 25 milliliters. So I took it on my sponge and I'm just going to apply it to my face. I feel like this is a pretty good match. I may have to end up going to the Nude shade once the winter months are over, because I do get a little bit more of a tan. I feel like this might be just, I don't know, maybe a tad bit too light. But for now, we will just have to work with it. I have other videos that I have to record today, so we'll just have to rock this color. I will be bronzing my face, so it should deepen the shade. I feel like this primer and foundation works well together. I don't know if you've experienced primers and foundations to where it makes your foundation go on strange. Just going to apply a little bit more under the eyes. Try to get rid of my dark circles. I stay pretty busy, so I don't get too much time to tend to those. Now the next thing I'm trying, I'm pretty excited about because I've never tried it before and I finally found it. It was actually the last one whenever I purchased it. It is their concealer. It is in the shade Fair. Looks like this. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. The little applicator. I'm just going to apply a little bit under my eyes. You might end up hearing my daughter's cartoons in the background. My 3-year-old is such a good girl. She told me she was going to go watch cartoons while I did this video. You'll probably hear her pop in every now and again because I do have her come in here with me so I know that she's okay. It's just a routine. She'll probably want me to push play on her video soon too. I feel like the concealer is nice. Goes on really easy. I might just apply a tad bit more. So I'll definitely continue to use it and go from there, but so far I really do like it. Now, the next item I have is the Believe Beauty Blur Loose Powder in light medium. Let's see. I believe it has a safety seal on it. I forgot to take it off. Just pop the little seal off. And then this, you just kind of, you could tap a little bit out and put it in your lid, which is what I like to do. And then just take a fluffy brush. I'm using my Real Techniques brush number 300. I got this from TJ Maxx as well. Gonna do my under eyes real quick to try to prevent creasing from the concealer. If you have not seen that haul video, please check it out. I definitely found some great items. This brush was actually a limited edition set. It came with a little round sponge, which I haven't tried yet. I keep forgetting. And then it came with this brush, number 308. And then this brush, 309. I really like them. I also found, let's see, where is it? Real Technique brushes like this. This is number 203. They're angled. See which one. This is 403. And then this one, which I find myself using a lot, is 303. But I really like those. I'm really liking this powder. I'm just going to powder up. Well, it's gone. Alright. Tap what I didn't use back into the... Now then, I'm going to be using my Ulta Beauty matte bronzer, since I couldn't find a Believe Beauty bronzer. As you can see, this has been well loved. I have hit the pan, but I am going to use it until it is completely gone. I'm taking my other Real Techniques brush number 300, and I'm just going to take it and simply apply. I just lightly do it. I don't go too crazy. I'm not big into the whole contour, hardcore contour, reshaping my face completely. I just like to add a little bit of bronzer. I might go in with a smaller brush just to see how I like it, and then I can just blend it out when I need to. Oh, I forgot to show this one. 302 and 308. Just different angled brushes that I like to use. If you do not have one of these brush cleaners to use in between cleanings, it is amazing. It has this little mesh that you just run your brush over, and it gets off any product that may be on the brush. Now you can find these at Ulta, TJ Maxx. In a video I did a few months back, I actually found some at Dollar Tree. The last time I was in there, they had them, so you may check that out. My daughter actually has one of the ones from Dollar Tree, and she really likes it. It works really well. The one I have, I actually got from a friend a while back that I used to get clothes from regularly. She had a shop, and I would always get stuff that she had on sale, purchase it for me and my daughter. And that was something that she threw in the bag because I spent so much. I believe it was either that or it was a contest. I don't know, but I really like it. Make sure everything's blended nicely. Okay, now then, I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and do blush and highlighter before I jump into the actual eye look. The highlighter I actually have had for a month or so, I believe. It is Radiant Finish Highlighter in the shade Champagne Kiss. I really like this. It works so well. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. Take my little wipe clean off my hand. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Born to Blush High Tea Blush. It looks like this. You have to forgive me if I look away. It's a bad habit to not look at the right spot on my phone. Go ahead and swatch this. It's a real pretty peachy shade. That way you can see those. I really like those. Can't wait to try the blush. I've never tried it, but I love my highlighter. I love it a lot, actually. I think I grab for it more than any other highlighter, and I also have like Laura Geller highlighter that I got from Boxy. I do have my Revolution palette that I actually like to use now too. You've seen it in a previous video. If you haven't, please check it out. This is from a TJ Maxx haul. They have some really great highlighters in here. Real pretty shades. I'm going to take my Real Techniques 302 brush. And I think I'll use it for my blush. Dust a little off because I don't want to go in too crazy. I'm not really big on a ton of blush. I just like to have just a little. As you can see, one side I went ahead and did without tapping it off. And you can see that this one looks a little more sheer. And this one kind of stands out a little bit. You can simply just take your brush, like a bigger brush, and blend it into the skin so it doesn't look too crazy, but be careful because depending on the blush you use, if you go in with too heavy of a hand, blush is really hard to tame down. You usually have to get a little bit of loose powder or something like that to kind of balance it out if you have too much color overload. But I know it all depends on preference. You can use as little or as much as you want. I know some do not like blush at all. I really do like that blush though. Now then, I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush 308 and I'm going to go into my highlighter. You see that? Stunning. I really like it. I like to run a little above my brow. Just a little more. Take a little down my nose. And I'll probably end up putting more on after I do setting spray because I'm a sucker for that blush. Now then, we are going to jump into the eyeshadow palette. I only purchased one because I just wanted to see how this performed before I decided to try other shades in the palettes. This one is called Nearly Nude. These are the shades. I really like them. There are 2 mattes or shimmers. I will go ahead and swatch them for you. Let's go ahead and do this one again. Make sure you can see them good. I'm worried about my lighting, so I want to make sure you can really see them. That is the bottom row here. Let me clean my hand off real quick. And then dry it off. That way I could go into the top shades. I like to make sure my hand's completely dry before I go into another swatch because I don't want the swatches to give off the wrong color. Now this first shade right here is pretty much one that blends in with my skin, but there's the other 2 colors. Again, here's the palette. They swatch pretty well. I cannot wait to see how they perform on the eyes. I did not find an eye primer, so I'm going to have to use one of mine that I have. If I can figure out what I did with it. Another thing you can do if you don't have eye primer is you can use a little bit of concealer if you prefer. I'm going to be using my Hard Candy primer. I'm hoping it works well with the eyeshadow, because I know sometimes there can be a conflict. You might have heard my daughter peek in. But what I was saying is sometimes primers and eyeshadows do not work well together. So you have to just try different things before you completely just toss out one or the other. Clean off my brush really quick. This is just a really cute brush that my kiddos and husband got me for Christmas. This is a Nicole Miller. It's not numbered, but I really like these brushes. They're really nice. I believe they found them at TJ Maxx. That's where we end up liking to go all the time for makeup and stuff, so I'm pretty sure that's where they found it. Now then, I'm just going to take that light shade, which pretty much is about the same tone as my skin. I'm just going to use it to start out with. And then, let's see. I'll go ahead and dip into this darker shade down in the middle and use it. These shadows seem to be performing pretty well, blending easy. I know some eyeshadows are a little trickier than others to blend, but as you can see, there is really good color payoff. I may end up using another shade from another palette just to kind of add a little more to this look. But I really wanted to try out their eyeshadows because, I mean, 6-pan eyeshadow palette for $5. That's not bad. And I know there's a lot of people who, like I said, can't afford to get a lot of high-end makeup. And there's just a lot of different drugstore makeups that are wonderful. They perform well. It's just they kind of get left in the dark, I guess you could say. Because everybody has their own preferences on what type of makeup they focus on. But definitely don't overlook them. Because so far, as you can see, they're performing pretty good. To deepen up the look a little bit, I believe I will go in with this shade above the one I used in the crease. And just put it in my outer V. Just pack it in. Then I'm going to take just a little bit and run it in my crease where my lid pretty much goes over my eyeball. I apologize if this video is too long. I was pretty excited to test out pretty much almost a full face of one brand. So I wasn't able just to do my base makeup and move on. Take a little more of that shade that I used first and just kind of run it over just to smooth things out a little. Now then, I think I'll go in with this shade right here now. And just put this on the rest of my lid. And if I don't like that, I could always just add a little bit of the highlighter to the shade as well, because highlighters make great eyeshadows as well. So if you end up with a highlighter that might not necessarily work for your skin tone, you could always use it as eyeshadow. I know some people even apply it to their lips. I'm going to wet my brush to see if it will make this color stand out more. So far, overall, for the price point of this palette, I think this palette is performing up to the price point. That's how I like to rate everything. I know everybody rates things differently, but that's just what I like to do. And to complete this look, I believe I will use a little bit of my highlighter as a topper as well. Let me clean my brush off really, really quickly. I'm taking my Believe Beauty highlighter in the shade Champagne Kiss. Just to enhance that shade a little more. I'm sorry if the lighting seems a little off. Not only am I using those lights that I showed you, I'm also using natural lighting. I like the effect of both. And right now the weather's trying to be a little temperamental, but it's supposed to be a nice day overall. It's supposed to be in the 80s, which is nice. Yesterday was nice as well. We went outside and enjoyed the day. Looking forward to it again. I really hope the weather stays nice, because we have spring break coming up and we want to do some things with our kids outside, because we love spending time with them out there. So and there is the look with the eyeshadow. Like I said, overall, I believe this palette worked out wonderfully. Here are the shades again, so you can see. I didn't have a lot of issues with kickback or anything like that, which is nice. I did get my palette a little messy though when I wet my brush. Now, oh, I also need to, I'm going to try this shade right here at the bottom. I want to use it for my brow bone. I just want to see how it does. Oh, that is really pretty. Now remember that makeup is supposed to be fun, and it enhances the beauty you already have. You're beautiful no matter what, inside and out. Do not get discouraged if you think an eye look is not working out for you, because I guarantee you, you are doing an amazing job. Take a little bit from my inner corner. I think I might do a little bit of eyeshadow under my lash line today. I usually do not, but, well, it kind of depends on the look or my mood or how much time I have, really. Now I cannot find the brush I need. I'm taking that angled brush, the Real Techniques, in the number 303. The numbers are tiny. I'm going to go in with this middle shade at the bottom and just do it under my lash line. I really like this brush for this. Do the same thing to the other eye really quick. I really do like this brush. Okay. Make sure there's just a little bit that goes under the eye, just in this inner corner, under the lash line. It will brighten your eye look. Okay. Now then, I am going to use my Avon True Colors waterproof eyeliner in the shade Blackest Night. I could not find any eyeliner whatsoever at Dollar General and Believe Beauty. I'm hoping to eventually try the Believe Beauty eyeliner just to see how I like it, because you can never have too many eyeliners, especially in black. If you're like me and use it all the time in your waterline. It's just a habit for me. I really like this Avon product. I know a lot of people don't get Avon much anymore, but I really like this eyeliner. Now then, I'm going to be trying the Believe Beauty Extended Lengthening Mascara. Instant length and just one coat, as it says. To use, sweep the brush from root to tips. It has this cute little gold packaging. Really cute. This is what the one looks like. It has really short bristles. This is the eye with the mascara, and this is the eye without. I say it does a pretty good job. I'll probably end up adding another layer. Alrighty. I really think this is a nice mascara, especially for the price point. I know they had other colors. I believe they had brown and a black brown, and then of course this one in black. I ended up getting the last of the black. This makeup seems to work well to others with how much it's been sold out. I've been trying to get my hands on a lot of this since it launched, and it just went crazy. Everybody just had to have it, I guess. Now for my eyebrows, I'm just going to use just a tad bit of my Mellow Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Dark Brown, just to fill in a couple of spots in my natural brow. I don't use a ton. It's just a preference thing. But to each their own on how they do their eyebrows. Take a spoolie. What did I do with it? Take my spoolie here. Brush that out. Do you see the difference? Just slightly fills it in. It's nothing too drastic. This is something I got from BoxyCharm when I used to get BoxyCharm. I actually have not got BoxyCharm since November due to making some just some changes in how much purchasing I was doing around Christmas time, because we have Christmas and several birthdays in December, so I wanted to make sure to cut that out, and I just never have been able to get Boxy back. I was hoping to get a full year of BoxyCharm, but I have not done that either, because I had birthdays in February and March to tend to as well. So I could not do that. Now I'm going to go over this with the Dollar General's Believe Beauty Eyebrow Styling Gel. It's clear. That's just something extra I like to do. Now you could just go in with this, call it good, if you don't like to use dark products. Real small brush, so you can really get it where you need and not get it everywhere. I like that. I have this clear brow gel in Ulta's brand as well. I will show you the difference in the brushes. Now I'm just going to go ahead and brush them out just again, just because I like to make sure everything stays in place. Like I said, I have more videos to record. I do not want to look crazy. Okay, let me see. I think I have my Ulta gel. Okay, so this is the Ulta brow gel spoolie. This is the Believe Beauty. You notice this one is shorter and a little wider. Now then, I'm going to go in with liquid lips. I've had this one in Honey Blush. This one is new. It's Mischief. I will go ahead and swatch those really quick so you could see the two shades side by side. I find myself using the one I've had called Honey Blush a lot. It stays on all day for me until I start snacking or something like that, and then of course you end up having to reapply sometimes depending on how often you have to wipe your mouth. Now this shade right here is the Honey Blush. This shade here is Mischief. They are absolutely beautiful. They apply nicely. I also have one of their glosses, and it is a real pretty shade. I would probably butcher the name, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it. I will put it in the comment or the description box. That way you know the shade. I will probably try to get this off before it dries down. I don't want it to stain my hand since I have other videos to do. Let's see, I think I will see how I like Mischief with this look, and we'll go from there. This is a really pretty shade. Now I think I'm going to apply this gloss. Make sure it's dried down good. Apply this gloss over the top. Now I like to wipe off my gloss applicator after I apply it over a lipstick, because sometimes I end up putting the gloss on before the shade dries down completely, and I don't want that in my gloss. The gloss is not sticky at all. I like that. That's a really good gloss. I'm definitely going to try out other products of theirs. Now, finally, I'm going to be trying the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. You can also use this as a primer if you needed to save a little money. It says prime, apply to clean skin before makeup. Set, apply after makeup to keep it in place. Refresh. The spray can also be used anytime to refresh skin. Has a nice scent to it. I really like that. It'll be a good replacement when I run out of my Iconic London. I love this so much. I'm going to add just a hit more highlight because it's just a step that I do. It's not necessary for you to do if you do not wish to do so. Just add a little more. I also have conferences to go to today, so I want to make sure that everything's good to go. So here you have the final look. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I'm sorry again that it was so long, but I just wanted to show you how everything performed. If you are new, please subscribe to this channel. Turn your notification bell on so you get notified of new content when I upload. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a positive comment. I'd appreciate it. Remember to always put a smile on somebody's face. Have love in your heart. Treat others with love and kindness. And always try to be the one to turn somebody's bad day into a wonderful day. As always, much love to everybody. You're all beautiful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.